Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Pinstripe Talks. We talk baseball 24/7, 365.
So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the MLB Lockout and how that affects not only the Yankees, but also how that affects the MLB as a whole and what trades would have been made. So we have a guest speaker today, and his name is Brandon.
What's up, everyone? The lockout sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we're
It's
jumping right
terrible.
into it. All right.
All right,
Let's
so
get into it. Let's just get into it.
so for the lockout, that really hurt the Yankees for making moves because I think they were going to make some big moves. Well, Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone were saying how they wanted to get a big center fielder, shortstop, and first baseman. And for shortstop, Correa was on everyone's mind, basically, for a Yankees fan. Because I know in the past, everyone hates Correa because of the whole incident, but everyone has to admire that he's top two shortstops in the league, if not the best shortstop right now.
I agree.
Anyone thoughts?
Top three shortstop in the league.
All right. So, thoughts on that? Yeah, he is debatably, hands down, one of the best shortstops today. He has the power. He has the contact. He's got, obviously, the glove. He's got the arm. The only problem is he can't really stay in the field.
Yeah, he does get injured a lot, but that's why. So let's say he does get injured. Well, Gio could be a backup just in case, though, because he is still a really good fielder and hits for contact, except for last year. He hit for 260,
But
270.
In his defense, though, I think that was almost the whole team's issue. Like, if you look at the averages, it was just you just
Talking about Gio here, we can all agree here that this guy got absolutely snubbed of a Gold Glove.
Bro, he made spectacular plays.
Yeah, I see him in person. I've seen him on TV. We all know the play he made in the last game of the series, the last game of the year. Right, you were there.
All right, so let's just say the lockout ends or whatever soon, hopefully soon, and the Yankees want to sign a big shortstop. Let's say they don't get Correa. Let's say the Tigers do. Before the lockout, they were saying how Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, he was on the Rangers last year.
Mm-hmm.
He could be he's not a big superstar, but he improved a lot. Like he's getting better throughout the years, I feel like.
I agree. I really do. The bat is just detrimental, I think.
Yeah.
He was I'm sorry, but he wasn't a nobody, but he was not really seen high at all.
Yeah, he wasn't talked about.
And then all of a sudden he just kind of I feel like changed the Rangers year.
Yeah, because he didn't have the power. He's the contact, but he hits enough for power, which is what did he hit last year, Alex? 20 home runs?
Let me go look. He hit 8. He's not really a power hitter.
He hit 8? But what was his average?
271. Nearly a 4 WAR he put up.
Yeah, that's what the Yankees need. And plus, he was was he a Gold Glove finalist?
He last year, 2020, he was. He also stole 20 bases, and he played. He's a workhorse. He played 158 games this year too.
That's what the Yankees need. No injured. The Yankees need a player not to get injured, and just to be an overall solid athlete, and which is what he is.
Yeah, let's be honest. We got enough pop on the team. We need some. Yeah. We need some contact thrown in there.
All right. So, Paul, you have any thoughts?
Oh, well, my thoughts were immediately move over to first base because I'm antsy to talk about this first base DH.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on. First, let's talk about if we keep or don't keep Luke Voigt.
No, get rid of him. Ship him off.
I agree.
Get him out.
Agree. I think it's just he's so his build is just so not baseball.
He looks like a football player, honestly.
He's injury prone, hot and cold. He could go 3 for 3, or he could go 0 for 3 and look like a fool out there with his stupid leg kick.
It makes Gary's leg kick look decent.
Yeah, and Gary looks pretty dumb.
And let's be honest here. What we've seen from Voit in 2018, 2020, all of those were in such short spans
Yeah.
that, honest to God, I can't rely on him to play 140 games a year.
Wait, is he a free agent this year, or do we have him signed?
No, he's still under contract. I think he's under arbitration this year.
Well, I say that we trade him away when he's still decent. Right now, he's not terrible. He's still like decent enough to like get some trade value.
But like the other thing too is you could see that a team that could want him go back to the Tigers. If they're gonna get Correa, if they could trade to get Voit, that is just like two players I could see like for Detroit being good and good for us, meaning get some draft picks, meaning like our prospect. You know, like I feel like we're a little lacking on the prospect side.
Yeah.
We're starting, like you, Brad, said. You said like earlier when we were talking, you said you got that international player. It could really get some more prospects, I think. So
especially pitching prospects we lack.
The Tigers, they picked up Baez before the lockout.
That's true.
So if they have Baez and Cordero for middle infield and Voit, that could be a really good infield. Because who do they have a third? Candelario?
Yeah, Candelario.
And he's a solid player too. Like it just adds up to me. Like Detroit's money, like I'm pretty sure they're top 5 in like money to spend. Like I think it's
probably. I mean, they've probably been saving up a boatload of money ever since Prince Fielder left.
Exactly.
Well, dude, the thing is, everyone doesn't realize how about 2-3 years ago they were literally like 30 games.
They were a dumpster fire of the MLB.
They were literally 30-40 games under 500. And now they finished like 5 to 10 games under 500. So they're working their way up there like very slowly, but people are not recognizing.
They definitely got the pieces. You know, they got Matt Manning, Casey Mize, Tariq Skubal, all those guys.
Did he make a
Casey Mize is going to be something. He was pretty decent this year. He's going to be something when he's fully developed. So they got that outfielder Riley Green. Like they're in good form right now.
Yeah. All right. So going back to the Yankees, before the lockout, they were. I think we should re-sign Rizzo, but they're looking to get like Olsen also. So what are your guys' thoughts?
The problem with getting Matt Olson is think of the amount of prospects you'd have to give up for him. I mean, you're probably saying goodbye to Oswald Peraza or Volpe at that point.
Yeah. But last year was like he was good the previous years, but I feel like last year was like his.
Oh, last year was like, boom. The average came nearly 40 home runs.
Yeah.
Superb defense. I mean,
I just don't see like I just don't see a reason to get another guy like that. Like you look at like Joey Gallo, you look at Matt Olson, you look at Rizzo. I don't know, but like all lefties, all obviously power hitters, but it's just like too many of those guys. I feel like even though Matt Olson had an amazing year, do you think he's gonna repeat that? How many like? I don't know. I'm just skeptical.
Yeah, that's my worry with his strikeout numbers. I'm worried is he gonna be like another Joey Gallo situation?
Yeah, I personally I don't want to see any more strikeouts at runners in scoring position. Like that actually.
Look, we got Judge and Stanton that alone. All right, those guys strike out enough in their own respective.
You're forgetting Gary.
Then you add Gary and Gallo. Then you got more strikeouts from the players, and you do the pitchers combined.
Yeah. But were there any other first baseman we were looking at, or no?
Not necessarily. They were looking at third baseman though. I know they were looking at Matt Chapman, trying to get him in the same package as Matt Olson. Yeah, good luck with that.
You would actually have to give up like.
That's your entire farm system you're giving up. Yeah. Everyone's gone.
And that's too risky because first of all, some of those players could be actually really good in the farm system.
Exactly.
And I think Matt Chapman is only like regressing from here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll say this. He definitely had a down year. I mean, the power numbers are still there. I think he still had over 20 home runs.
But what do you have for
average dipped way down. He still had the glove. Don't get me wrong. The guy is, amazing fielder at third. But he's going to be one of those other home run or nothing type of guys.
Yeah. But, yeah. But they were also looking to get a catcher before, but they obviously re-signed Gary, so that's on.
Oh, yeah, I think Tucker Barnhart would have been the best way to go, but he went right to the Tigers. But first day after the World Series.
If Gary doesn't bat like 230 this year, I'm done with him.
Let's be honest here. Same thing happened with Greg Bird. He was supposed to be the next phenom of the MLB. He had one decent year, and then he never hit above 200 again. So
I don't want to talk Gary Sanchez. I was very high on him. Brad knows how high I was on him. Like, what are you talking about? This guy needs to go. And I'm like, keep him. Trust me. He's gonna pull off another amazing season. And it just didn't show. And now I'm just giving up on.
I'll say this: for the year he put in, he definitely had a much better year than last year. The power numbers, what we wanted for him. I mean, keep in mind back in 2016, this guy hit 20 home runs in not even 60 games, and then 2017 he added on to that. But I feel like we're at the point now where he can't even hit 30 home runs in a regular season. Like, what's going to happen with him?
The main thing about that is changed about catchers paired with pitchers as well.
Right.
Gary doesn't go well with many of the pitchers on the team.
Maybe Severino, because those two have caught and pitched to each other for years. But
Severino's barely been able to be on the field. I mean, he can't stay healthy. Like, sure, like you're totally right about that. But like, Garrett Cole likes to pitch with behind the plate, even though he was lacking last year dramatically too. Yeah, it's just things that are kind of like you have to look through just hitting and fielding with a pitcher and catcher combo. I know when I play baseball, like me with like my catcher on my travel team, like I've been in with a while. It's very like important to like you just.
It's almost like a friendship.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just don't see how you can have a friendship with Gary Sanchez. I'm sorry, but.
Right. Well, another position we were looking at before was center field, because every Yankee fan knows that Aaron Hicks. Paul, I think you like Aaron Hicks, right?
I do love Aaron Hicks.
I really love.
What is there to love is he's a switch hitter who has been on the team for getting to be quite some time now, where everyone's starting to see like he was getting good, gets injured, then gets bad, and you hate to see it, but he's due for a breakout year, and I really think he should start. No, Aaron Hicks. Oh my God, no.
Is he worth $10 million a year? Be honest. Okay. Is he worth that much money?
Speak of what we would do in the off season. Then who would you like to get? Like,
well, I would
love Starling Marte, but
he's gone.
Want to spend? It's like the real question. Like,
Starling Marte's older. You don't have to sign him for that much.
All right, hold on. This is what I say we do. We give Aaron Hicks 2 more years.
1 year.
No, 2 more years. And if he doesn't do well, we bring Jason Dominguez up, and Hicks is out of there.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, you have to think. I really do think Aaron Hicks is going to have a great year. I think, like, really. Really, no. Like, coming from
think about it. He's coming right back off of surgery again.
Well, that's just everyone's issue on the Yankees. I feel like everyone's just like pulling their fucking.
I'm gonna be honest here. The only problem we didn't have was Judge. That's the only problem. That's usually the main problem we have.
Not last year.
Sorry, he really did. I think DJ Lenny had a shit year, coming off of what his year was before that.
Yeah, I'm about to say he didn't have like a terrible year, but his previous years they made him look like he was terrible.
Exactly. Yeah. But like that's Starling Marte. I think if he was to come to New York, you'd have to give him a lot of money. I don't think he's.
How much did the Mets give him?
I don't even. Hold on. Let me look at the contract.
I don't know. I don't think they gave him that much.
Yeah, but it's just like I feel like you would like the Yankees and Mets, even though it's in New York, like
4 years, $78 million.
Yeah, like
it's not really that much when you think about it.
But since he's gone, I think Ketel Marte could be another option.
Dude, we've been talking about this since the trade deadline last year. I would love that guy. He's literally a younger, better version of Aaron Hicks when you think about it. He's a switch hitter. He can hit for some pop. He's got some speed. He's got a good glove.
He can play second base.
That's true. He can also play second. Takes really for the outfield.
If the infield's like injured, he's also a backup. So we could just have like Stanton play the outfield.
That's what we need. He's a switch hitting utility guy. That's what Ketel Marte is.
But Brad's point immensely is Hicks should stay for 2 years. I don't care. Hicks should stay for 2 years, good or bad. Is going to be probably our best prospect. Bring him up, and let him shine. Don't spend money where we could spend it somewhere else, because the outfield is not our biggest issue. We have Stanton playing the field again, and look how amazing he was doing when he played the field.
Mm-hmm.
He hit significantly better.
Yeah.
If you're H and you just hit, all you think about is hitting, because that's all you have to do. And
Right.
strike out. Like, if you play the whole game of baseball, it's just better. It is really better. And I don't think you waste the money on an outfielder. I think
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Stanton is a shell of a player he was with the Marlins. He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great year. Definitely his best year since joining the Yankees. But, I mean, they got to keep in mind, he's never had, like, a top-notch glove, but he used to have a really good arm. I mean, one of the hardest throwing arms in the outfield with the Marlins.
Hopefully, Aaron Boone actually opens his damn eyes and sees how much better Stanton is in the field.
Mhm.
Like when he's in the field, just a better player.
Yeah, you just
Sorry,
contradicted what you just said, Brad. It's Aaron Boone.
Yeah, obviously I know it's Aaron Boone, but like he has his good and bads. Like he has his times.
Yeah, I'll say this. 2018 came on, 162. All right. 2019, 103 and 59. All right, now we're getting somewhere. 2020. What the hell happened? This year, what the hell happened, Boone?
Okay, but getting off of Aaron Boone, because I mean, you can make a whole video on that.
Yeah, we could. That's probably what we're doing next.
But like, in my opinion, you stay away from the outfielders. We'll finally let some prospects come up. Like, look what happened. We let Aaron Judge come up. Amazing. Like, stay away from the outfield position. Stay away from first base. Don't risk anything with Matt Olson. Shortstop. I'm thinking you get something in the shortstop/pitcher category. That was the two positions you focus on.
I was just about to say, pitching, we're getting slowly but better at pitching. Like
Really?
Our rotation used to be like iffy, and our offense used to be good, but now since we got Garrett Cole, Montgomery had a bounce back year, Cortez, God, where the hell Cortez come from? And like our bullpen, Loaizaga and Chapman, hopefully like
I won't even say that.
But I feel like if we have like one more starter that is actually like consistent and one more like setup guy to Chapman, we're set.
No, but you're forgetting also. Come on, setup guy that came from Chicago, Cordero, right? Didn't we just
Cordero?
Jimmy Cordero? Did we not?
He's in the minors, bro.
I understand that, but like he's a lefty that when he's a lefty. Jimmy Cordero is a lefty.
No, he's a righty, dude. Trust me. I play a lot of MLB The Show. I know he's a righty.
Let me look it up. Jimmy.
Are you talking about Aaron Bummer?
No, I'm talking about Jimmy Cordero. Came from Chicago. Is he a lefty or righty? Wait.
He's a righty.
No, he throws like 100. Oh no, wait, no, he is a righty.
He's a righty. But if he does do good, that could also be another option that we could bring up, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, he throws 100, but can he actually pitch? Like he can throw, but can he pitch?
We haven't seen that, and I think we give him a chance.
I think I'm
gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take a hot take. Johnny Lasagna. Okay, Loaizaga, next Yankees closer.
I say when is Chapman's contract up? Like 2 years, 3 years?
Next year, probably.
If he's like the same year as this year, I don't think he's worth this big contract.
No, what he put up this year? No, it was not worth $16 million.
I think Loaizaga is gonna be the same. Don't get me wrong, he's not a lefty because lefties are, in my opinion, like more usable.
Yeah, but they have those sliders, dude.
Yeah, but he's gonna be like a cheaper version of like almost like the same thing as Chapman, just not well. He's not well known, which is the thing.
That's the problem. He's not well known when he should be.
You are correct. This is his last year of the contract, so you're right. Yeah. So I kind of agree. I kind of agree. Lasagna coming up, he is the kind of the righty version, I feel like, and he has quite a hefty amount of movement.
Yeah, I mean he's got a four seam, he's got a sinker, slider, changeup, curve. He's got a 5-pitch mix. Mm-hmm. He knows how to throw. I mean, yeah, he doesn't set records to throw 105 miles per hour, but still.
Yeah, like
And also, I don't know if this is me, but I'm done seeing Zach Britton on the damn mound.
So am I, okay? So am I, Brad.
who doesn't want to pitch the baseball? Why would he goes? What was that? Oh,
Don't put me in. I'm going to blow the game.
don't put me in.
You're in the majors. You don't get to decide if you want to pitch or not.
How do you change? How do you bounce back? You don't just sit around and be like, "Yep, next time I pitch, 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna be electric."
Yeah,
No, you keep fighting through it. You fight
exactly.
through it and find your stuff again. You don't say, "Don't put me in." What?
Now,
To be
this
honest-
never happened because let's be honest here. Britton filled in great for Chapman in 2020. He was an amazing pitcher that year. What we
Well,
saw
like-
at 19 and 20, we're not going to get that anymore because he got injured twice this year. Wait,
Well-
he battered his elbow and he did something else?
I feel like this is what whenever he blows games, I think he just makes up like excuses not to pitch.
They're
And I think,
predictable.
I think he's like
Really?
over exaggerating these injuries. I just think he doesn't want to pitch.
No, how much money is he getting? He was on a three-year like getting. I think like barely.
13 million, I think like $13 million or something. Like he got paid a lot.
Yeah,
Know
yeah.
that.
This is his last year. This is his third year. So either he does something. I think he knows. I think he really does know. Enough of the bullshit. You do something or you're gone. Like
When you
I
think
think-
about it, making excuses for injuries, how did Jamison Tyon should have most of the
yeah,
over exaggerations? That man went through 2 Tommy Johns and testicular cancer.
He's a beast, dude. He's like a
He had cancer in his balls, my guy. My guy's got bragging rights over everyone.
all right. Personally, I say we stop talking about the Yankees and move on to MLB as a whole.
Yeah.
So
I think we should start the conversation with good old Robert Manfred.
the worst commissioner in baseball of all time.
Yeah, I want his head on a spike.
But the thing, okay, I totally agree that he's the worst. I think we need to look to the future of 3 years, maybe 4, maybe 5. Who is the next commissioner?
I don't fucking know.
Dude, I think anyone could be like last year. Why would he start? I know he was saying it's for COVID reasons or whatever, but in extra innings, you're ruining extra innings. Why would you try to run on second?
It's like you're
That's
playing.
really
Little. It is like you're playing little.
That did nothing for the game of baseball. It made it worse.
Ian, you're right. Anyone could do better, so you gotta throw someone in there. You really do.
You have to. Like Alex, you were saying that. Well, there was a meeting Thursday night between the Players Association and Rob Manfred and like other people, I guess, other like high people,
Yeah.
and they were saying how no agreements were made, but they were just
Yeah.
talking. You were saying how they were talking about a universal DH.
That wasn't talk, and that was agreed upon. So
That
it should
was?
be coming back to baseball.
I like that rule, but although I feel like the NL is like a tradition not to hit, but I feel like that's a good addition now.
Yeah, someone said that online, and it said, "Oh, you're getting rid of strategic baseball, so you want to see pitchers like Framber Valdez hitting."
And also that I think when pitchers hit, it's also another way to get injured.
Exactly, just takes away from the game of baseball seeing pitchers hit. It's
Exactly.
not fun unless your name is Madison Bumgarner. Okay, it's not.
DeGrom, come on, dude, DeGrom.
Or DeGrom. The guy hit like 330 this year. It's better than some offensive players on the
But
Mets.
Bartolo, I mean, come on, look at Bartolo.
Yeah, yeah, Bartolo Colon.
I feel like pitchers should be given the option: do you want to hit? Yes. Do you want to hit? No.
Right.
Plain and
I-
simple, like,
Idea to have more of an less injury towards pitchers and also have more of an even playing field. You could say that everyone has DH because if you're in the National League, it's arguably a disadvantage.
yeah.
Yeah, when you think about it, having the national or the universal DH it opens up for players like Nelson Cruz, who, let's be honest here, can't feel the ball for his life. He can go anywhere he wants for a year. He can hit 50 home runs in Colorado. I mean, that guy would mash in Colorado, but still.
I didn't even think about that.
It opens up a lot for actually National League teams because now they can go out and get another player that is like a Nelson Cruz,
Right.
Yeah.
such as
Like,
Luke Voigt.
well, actually, like Luke
Alright,
Voigt,
so,
you want to get him back to the National League. He would probably rake as a DH somewhere.
Please get that man out. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
take National League. Go have him.
Go back to the Cardinals, buddy.
He was a different man on the Cardinals, though. He's not. Definitely not the Luke Voigt from the Yankees.
No, that's not Luke Voigt. That's Lucas Voigt.
All right, quick question for you guys. Who do you think, before the lockout, in the offseason so far, who do you think has made like the most successful like trades or signings?
Mets, of course.
Mets.
Of course,
Eduardo Escobar, Starling Marte, Max Scherzer, and Mark Canha. Come on.
Scherzer. Let's listen to me. Scherzer is getting paid way too damn much.
$41 million a year. Trust me, I know. That's the most any player has made a year ever.
I think Escobar, he's not going to be what he did last year with the Brewers and the Diamondbacks.
Okay. So are you arguing against that the Mets made the best?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they made too many good trades that it might be too risky.
Like, you're just forgetting this. You have the best pitcher in baseball. There's 102 in DeGrom. And now you have Max Scherzer in the same rotation. Please.
I know, but like
now imagine if they kept Stroman and Syndergaard. Oh my God.
Yeah, but you can't do that though. You can't keep them though. You have to like.
No, I know. I'm saying imagine if they did, and you're looking at the best rotation in baseball.
But let's say if the Mets are the Mets, like they were, everyone was saying how the Mets are going to be amazing last year with the signing of James McCann and Pete Alonso coming off that great year or whatever.
And, getting Francisco Lindor and Baez, obviously.
But like, did he even finish 500?
No,
dude.
They were in first place for most of the beginning of the year. I don't know what happened.
How do you not finish first place with that good of a team?
Because the Mets are just gonna Met, bro. It's that simple.
It's the Mets. Come on.
It's the Mets. Doesn't matter who's their owner. If it's Steve Cohen or if it's I don't know, Hal Steinbrenner. Doesn't matter. They're gonna finish below 500.
As long
that 2015 team they had, that's gone.
As long as they saw every 5 games, DeGrom throws 8 innings, blah, 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 this many Ks, this many this. They could post on their Instagram story and be like, best pitcher in baseball, and then go under 500. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, respect, like last year, every time DeGrom started, it seemed like he did amazing. Oh, yeah, DeGrom is injured now. So that's great. Like, it feels like he was injured after every start last year. I don't know.
He was like, I remember one game I watched. Sitting down with my grandpa watching the game. He is throwing a no-hitter through 3 innings and gets taken out of the game for elbows.
I remember that.
Throwing a no-hitter on injury. Like, oh my God.
I just want to talk about 2 teams really quickly. I want to talk about the Tigers and the Blue Jays.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, bouncing off your question, who would you think would have had the best offseason if the lockout didn't happen? Now, my answer would have been the Tigers.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Because the Tigers, I think, they were coming off of a good year, and Miguel Cabrera.
Yes, a good year.
Miguel Cabrera's bound to retire any minute.
Oh, God, yeah.
And what's it called? Also, I also want to talk about the Angels.
Well, let's keep up where you were going.
Yeah. With the Tigers, because the Tigers signed Baez so far and Eduardo Rodriguez, who's a crafty lefty. He's not bad. He's just like,
I'm just glad he's out of the AL East.
Yeah.
Guy cars up the Yankees.
Yeah, he's about to say he was like the Yankees' enemy. But
and they got their catcher position too.
Who's their catcher?
The Tigers?
Am I dumb?
Wait.
Oh, Tucker Barnhart, dude.
Wait, he signed the Tigers?
I already said that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They figured out their catcher position. Tucker Barnhart.
Oh, that team's actually good now. And if the
lockout didn't happen, I think Luke Voigt would be already on the Tigers. I really think that, like, it's just, I don't know, get him out of New York, and the Tigers would like that. I don't know. But
another crafty guy the Tigers haven't forgotten the outfield, Robbie Grossman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
He wasn't all that bad this year.
Where was he before the Tigers? He was on the
what team, Alex?
Oakland.
Oakland,
that's right.
Yeah.
But I think they would have been the team that would have been like out there. But
you imagine if Scherzer went back to the Tigers to finish off his career?
And Verlander.
Oh God, dude, you're making my nightmares come true. Stop it.
All right, I was talking about the Blue Jays. Do you think the Blue Jays are going to be better, the same, or worse next year?
I would say.
Oh, think about it. They lost Robbie Grossman, who won Cy Young.
but then they got Kevin Guzman.
But does that equal though? Because Kevin Goose, I don't know. I think Robbie Ray's better.
Yeah, he is, but I feel like either the Blue Jays may do the same because when you think about it, I mean, yeah, Guzman actually I think has more pitches than Robbie Ray. Now, I'll say this about Guzman. That guy's got a splitter for the ages.
Yeah.
But Robbie Ray had that slider. So
yeah, I gotta say, because he has that nasty what's it called? Off-speed pitches.
So it's kind of like they may be better, but also can the offense do it again?
I was gonna say, can Vladdy hit or have an above 1 OPS again like he did last year, or can who's another one that did amazing? Who's your outfielder? I'm forgetting his name.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, can he hit? How many home runs did he hit this year?
Probably like 30. I don't know.
I just don't think this team is gonna like consistently be on the same track.
But and then another worry you have is the bullpen because Kirby Yates I think is gone, and he didn't even pitch. You have Jordan Romano, and that's it.
Well, I'm gonna look up Kirby Yates' contract.
Well,
it was a 1-year deal.
What did the Yankees like? You go back to kind of like the Yankees, like when they couldn't pitch, when they had no pitchers, and their offense just basically carried the team. I kind of feel like it's the Blue Jays' time to do that.
Yeah,
like if they're all on the same page, like Brad said, if they're not on the same page, they're not going to be a good team. They're just not. But if they are, their offense could certainly carry.
The Blue Jays are focusing too much on the young people. Like their team is literally if they don't succeed, they're screwed because all their team is young. They're banking on their team to be amazing.
And it's kind of like the opposite of the Yankees. We really don't focus on our young core.
No, we've got some players we already have.
Like, you got to find a balance, and teams just kind of struggle with that. They're like, have so much money, they use it, spend it all, or they have so many draft. They're like, oh, draft picks, give me those. Like,
yeah. But I kind of like what the Yankees do because what they do is they wait until like. Let's say, I don't know, like they waited until Stanton really got good to see if he was actually all good, and then they signed him. So I kind of like how the Yankees wait and see how players are, and then make a move on them.
You know, it just reminded me. There was during the meetings with the association and Manfred, there was something else that Manfred did bring to the table. It was weird, but it also helped how teams like mess up with players' service times. Like you remember the whole thing with the Mariners president or whoever it was, Kalanick? You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What Manfred brought was something to kind of counter that. If you have a top 100 prospect on your team and you bring them up and they either finish an MVP, Cy Young, I think that was it, in the first 3 years of their career, then you get like draft picks or something. The association actually declined that.
The Player Association?
Yeah.
Well, the whole lockout reason started was because when the Player Association, they were saying how like players in the minors, like not even AAA, like AA and single A, they were saying how they don't make enough money to support their family. Like they make like people in like low A and single A don't even make $15,000 probably.
Dude, Jason Dominguez makes $5 million.
No, that's an exception. Like I'm saying, like
Arcia now makes $3.4 million.
You're not getting what I'm saying. The whole lockout reason. No, the players in AA and single A, because those are like the top prospects. Like people that are average, because if you still make the single A, you're still really good at baseball or whatever.
Right.
Like they're saying you should still be paying enough to like support your family and support.
Yeah, there are some players who only get paid like $50K a year.
Yeah, it's not enough, in my opinion.
Where I think they should maybe get paid around maybe 100 to maybe 120K.
Yeah,
that'd probably be fair.
Because dude, you could like work at Walmart and probably make $50K.
But when you think about it, like I can't tell you how many times my dad has said this, and I agree with it. It is disgusting how much MLB players get paid.
Well, that's exactly what I say. Like, but the thing is about it, in the world, money doesn't just, they're not gonna be like, okay, guys, let's hold back on money here. You guys are actually gonna get paid less or maybe the same. No, it's like in the past, like as years go on, people get paid more and more and more money. All the good players. And they're not going to be like, oh, yeah, we're not going to just take less. Like, it's just not going to happen, though.
Well, because I feel like as a player, they see Scherzer sign $41 million a year, and they probably think they're better than Scherzer.
Yeah.
They're going to ask for more money, and it's going to be like a cycle.
Exactly. But what I was trying to say is you got these MLB players making $40 million a year when you got doctors who are battling the pandemic. You got police officers trying to clean up crime on the streets, making like, I don't know, $80K a year.
Well,
like, really?
That too, but when you remember when pay goes up for MLB, other stuff goes up, like prices for like tickets goes up probably because they have to pay those players somehow.
Right.
Merchandise goes up. Everything like slowly but surely goes up.
It's just the only negative about the MLB is if you look at all other sports, they don't really look at the NFL, say. They don't have AAA, AA, single A.
That's true.
You as soon as you sign, you go all the way up.
They have practice squad to the roster, to like the 60-man roster, to actually being like on the field. You're like on
the NBA does have a G League, but it's not as like focused on as like the farm system for the MLB.
Mm-hmm. But the MLB is just it's only negative is there's too many people on like technically affiliated with an organization. I feel like
I think baseball players in their own regards are probably the most deserving of their contracts at any sport because they play the most games at any sport in the planet.
And the hardest sport, I think, the hardest sport to play.
There's a reason there's only 16, 17 games with football.
And I feel like it's a good thing that they give the opportunity for so many people to play the sport. But it's just upsetting how they just don't get paid. Like Brad said, they just don't have enough money to feed families.
Yeah.
But also, MLB gets paid, players get paid one of the most, except for like NBA, because you have to remember that football has a lot more players on the field and on the sideline than MLB does. Because if you're on the sideline in NFL, like you mean every other play, they're like switching guys in and out or whatever. In the MLB, it's like the same 9 guys almost every single time.
Yeah, true. Backups don't get that much appreciation anymore.
Yeah.
Like guys on the bench, like Higashioka, honest to God, actually has one of the better gloves out of any catcher.
Just can't hit for the life of him.
No.
There you go.
Hot cold.
The only reason he gets let's be honest with you, the only reason he gets any remote playing time is because Gary can't stay healthy. That's the only reason why.
And when he's cold, no one wants to watch him.
When he's cold, the guy might as well be swinging with a lamppost.
He should go there with nothing. It's strike through anyway.
Stand in the batter's box and look at the pitcher. Okay.
Leg kick. Okay.
Well, yeah, okay. All right,
when I hit the ball and play, it's somebody walking, my grandma walking to first base.
This is him running to first base.
All right, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we end this episode?
Oh, yeah. The Angels, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
The Angels. So, they are, wow, like the Mike Trout era has slowly declined. Ohtani coming up. All these players playing better. David Fletcher, say what? Like, where did he come from? Insane playing. I mean, I think I saw the man play almost, I think, every single game, maybe except like when they had to give him a break once a month. I mean, like.
Yeah. That's like the case of Salvador Perez, bro. Even if it was DHing, he stayed on the field. Look at him that.
Yeah.
The Angels, I feel like, are.
Their offense is like top 7 offense in baseball.
It's their pitching.
Yeah.
That's what they've done over. Again, with the lockout, it affected them so.
But you have to remember, before the lockout, they did get Noah Syndergaard. Yeah, they got Noah Syndergaard. But he's returning off of like an injury, so.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. When he comes back, is he and Ohtani gonna be enough? Because let's be honest here. I am so mad at the Angels because they have wasted every single opportunity. Get Trout a goddamn ring already.
Yeah, I think that's
either they need to get better players or he needs to get the hell out of the Angels system.
Well, he's not going to get out of there. He's already signed a big contract.
A player with the deal with his contract, he can go to the front offices and say, "Hey, I want out. I'm done with this team. I want out."
But he's not.
The issue with them too is look at their other pitchers. What they have Alex Cobb and Dylan Bundy from the Orioles. And their relief pitchers, they are so hit or miss. It's Rossi.
Iglesias, obviously, he's been pretty consistent throughout his career.
He's getting more consistent, and
Alex Claudio, do you know who that is?
No, never heard of that guy.
He's his lefty. Is on the Brewers. He's actually decent, but he didn't throw 90. He had an 8 ERA this year.
Steve Cishak.
Oh my
god,
dude. They're relying. I think they're relying too much on veterans and old people for their pitching to just get them.
We're forgetting a big one. And Rendon, that guy has not lived up to his contract.
No.
Hell no.
And there's another pitcher on that team, relief pitcher. Come on, I used to play this guy with this guy in the MLB.
Oh my god, is he from did he break out in 2020?
Oh, Mike Mayers, right? That guy, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he did good last year.
Yeah, it's just they're a couple pitchers away from being a very, very potential another team up there with all the other great baseball teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just Mike Trout deserves it. David Fletcher, I feel is going to keep doing great.
He's still young.
Exactly.
For contact. That guy, he might be the best fielding second baseman in baseball.
You have to remember that offense is very well rounded because David Fletcher hits for contact. Trout, contact and power and speed. Ohtani has speed and power. Rendon, old Rendon, had everything. Who's their catcher? Max Stassi.
He's good.
Yeah. Walsh.
Jared Walsh, that's right. Keep forgetting about
hit for power.
A good bat. Very good bat.
Here's the thing, though. They have Trout, and I guess, Ohtani can play in the outfield every once in a while. They have no outfield besides that, though.
What,
Justin Upton? That guy is washed.
I love that guy, but I'm sorry. You were getting very old, my friend.
He had one good year. I think in 2016, he hit 30 home runs with the Angels, and boom, I'm out.
Oh. I'm remembering. Prospect coming up for them, young Joe Adell.
Joe Adell.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Marsh, he's coming up, too.
He played. They both played, toward the end of the season.
Brandon Marsh actually did surprisly
He did better than Joe Adell.
Joe Adell was fucking dog water, dude, in the time he played. He did not do anything.
But it was only he played 30 games?
It was 30 games. The guy didn't hit 200.
35, yep.
35, yeah.
Batting average 198.
There you go.
He's still young. I mean, there's potential. A lot of potential.
What about Brandon Marsh? He had 254 in 70 games, so he was definitely very useful.
Yeah.
I think we all just know that this lockout needs to end.
I'm gonna kill myself soon.
They need to have a meeting either this week or next week because spring training is right around the corner.
That's the problem. Every time something happens between the Players Association and the owners and the corporate and within the MLB, it's not just all right. We meet today. We're gonna meet again another 2 days. No, they wait 2 goddamn weeks before they meet again.
And not only that those 2 weeks add up, and the season's gonna be delayed probably.
Probably. I'm at the point where I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna go grab my shotgun, my Molotov. I'm gonna go wherever Manfred lives. I'm gonna burn down his house, and if he's still alive, I'm gonna shoot him. Manfred, if you watch this, I'm coming for you.
I don't think Rob Manfred's gonna watch.
I don't care if he does somehow in some universe. I'm coming for his ass.
It just needs to end. It really does. I miss seeing all these trades. I miss seeing.
So do I. If you watch, did you guys watch the draft last year?
No, but I just saw the best.
Yeah,
I was watching maybe an hour and a half of the draft. Every time Manfred would come out to announce new draftee. Boo! That was all you would hear. Just boo. He would just laugh it off. But in reality, the guy's probably getting death threats sent to his house.
Doesn't the MLB realize how bad he is?
No.
Wait, how does he get out? Isn't he the head of baseball? So who inspires him or whatever?
He controls the MLB. Anything he doesn't have to get anything approved for him to make a decision. He just does it. He's literally he's
makes a decision.
The president of the United States, but for baseball.
Wait, Alex, who makes a decision to get rid of him then? Like, if he's the head of baseball, like, how does
I think there has to be enough votes from everybody for him to be gone.
There's enough votes, trust me.
I think the only vote that matters right now is Trevor Bauer. Let's be honest. Manfred clowned on him so many times. Whether it was you can't wear your own branding on the field, or you're using sweat and rosin, get the hell out of here, boy.
All right. Anything else? I think that's it.
Well, I think that's about it. I think we covered mostly everything.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Brandon, thank you. We'll see you back on the show very again. That concludes this episode of Pinstripe Talks. See you next time.
Bye.
Peace.